Shalom Akim wa Akwafim. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all the praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ra'arakwadash. Double honors to my elder apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And I'm entitled this lesson, Beware of the Deep Demons and the Seducing Spirits. And those two demons going hand in hand, that's a deadly combination. And I guess you could say I'm kind of addressing a particular matter because, you recently had this controversy. Well, it's not really that big, maybe a few brothers, kind of touched on it. I was one of those brothers that did. The elder down in South Carolina did, Elder Yashawamba. But, it's this doctrine going around about, there being a left behind remnant that's going to be separated from the 144,000. So basically, Yahweh Shai is going to have to come down twice. All right, and there's no such doctrine. We do not teach that here at Great Millstone. And if you are teaching that and you believing that, hey, it's the reason why, you're not among us. All right. Now, you have a particular individual who's been listening to another guy, and I'm not going to, blurt his name out or whatever. But he knows who he is. He came on a comment board recently asking for a breakdown. Now, I was originally going to, tackle the doctrine. I was going to actually go into it and break it down because I already broke down, in another lesson, because they tried to use Malachi 3 to try to associate that with the marriage of the Lamb in Revelation 19. And multiple videos have been done explaining and breaking it down, that there is no correlation. But this individual, because he keeps searching and seeking, because, and this is where the deep demon falls in, all right? You get your questions answered, but you figure that's not enough for you. So your job is to continue to grasp and keep searching until you find something that you're looking for. And then a person that's of a what's the term I'm looking for? Basically, a seducing spirit. He'll be feeding you with scriptures, mishandling the word with crafty cunningness, and next thing you know, this seducing spirit is now amplifying those deep demons, and it's causing you to basically fall away from the actual understanding. And you know what? When you got that deep demon on you, the Lord, he'll allow you to keep searching and seeking, and he'll allow you to go through that rabbit hole. All right, he'll allow you to keep going until that light finally starts to dim, and then you eventually end up in just total darkness. So it doesn't really profit you to want to just go so deep. And that's why, let me get Proverbs, the 25th chapter, where it talks about eating too much honey. Especially if you are a newcomer in the faith, you're supposed to desire the sincere milk as a newborn babe. What are you trying to go straight to the meat for? Well, that proves what your intentions are. Let's go to Proverbs 25. And y'all know these scriptures, but I'm just bringing it out for edification. This is Proverbs 25 and verse. I'm gonna read the first one in verse 16, and I'm gonna jump down to 27. It says, "Hast thou found honey? Eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomit it." And that's an individual that, he's consuming too much. He's getting fed all these scriptures. And in the midst of that, it's no different than Apostle when Peter gave the warning about understanding the epistles of Apostle Paul. He said that, many there are many things in. Let me go to it real quick. Peter said it perfectly, man. Because really, even though he was referring to Apostle Paul's epistles, it's a lot of stumbling blocks in there if you don't understand it. But that really relates to the whole Bible. That if the Lord don't give you the spirit to understand, then it doesn't matter how many scriptures or precepts you put together, you can bug yourself out. Remember, Yahweh Shai come in the volume of the book, and he's also the stone that many people are gonna stumble up over, man. All right, you're gonna have a lot of those that are they're gonna be shaken. They're gonna trip. They're gonna fall. They're gonna break, stumbling over this word, man. All right. So let me get a second. I think it's 2 Peter, the third chapter, and verse. I'll start at verse 15. It says, "And account that the long suffering of the Lord is salvation, even as our beloved brother Paul also, according to the wisdom given unto him, have written unto you, as also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable," meaning you don't have that foundation, right? You can be tossed to and fro, man, in the understanding. It says, "wrestle as they do also the other scriptures unto their own destruction." And that's why I say be careful of the deep demon and a seducing spirit, because a seducing spirit will just play upon that deep demon. All right. He's the one that's making videos and he's putting all these scriptures together, even though he's using it to mishandle the scriptures in a cunningly crafty way. And that's why he gave the warning in Ephesians, the 4th chapter, that we be not children tossed to and fro, carried about with every wind of doctrine, wherein, men lie in wait to deceive, by the sleight of men, with great cunning craftiness. So you got to be very careful, man. All right. So going back to Proverbs 25 and 16, basically, if you start getting all these precepts, then you get that demon, that deep demon. You're gonna think that you got all the precepts in the world, but you're gonna find yourself entering into gross darkness, man. That light that you had is gonna start dimming, and then you're gonna find yourself down a rabbit hole, man, where it's pitch black. And you don't want to fall into that condemnation, man, because then you'll start believing all type of bugged out doctrines, man. And that's one of the ways Shaitana sift you out. Okay, you end up one of those individuals that fall by the wayside. All right, you hear this word, but you're trying to understand it, and then cometh the devil, and that devil could come in the form of seducing a spirit. Jake, that just came in, but he just know it all. He got all the precepts down packed. He's trying to go dive head first into the prophecies, and ain't even got a good dosage of the milk yet. All right, you're gonna watch his videos, and then you're gonna get intrigued, because that's what this individual that came on my comment board, he said he's intrigued by this left behind doctrine. Hey, man, that based on what I perceive, if you're being intrigued by this doctrine, and after brothers have already taught you and broke it down and told you that this is a unsound doctrine, it's not biblical, well, that means that maybe your mind and conscience is already seared, meaning you already made it up in your mind that this is what you're gonna believe. So why even keep coming on our comment board and searching for answers. Because at this point, it seemed like you might be sincere, but if you're not, you falling into the category of a scoffer. And it tells you in Proverbs, was that 14? Proverbs 14:6, it says, a scorner seeketh wisdom and findeth it not, but knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth. So you trying to ask for these breakdowns after brothers already then, made various videos breaking this thing down to you, and you still searching and grasping. What about this, brother? What about these precepts? It's gonna keep going. So why even bother, man? You're being had by that deep demon and a seducing spirit. That's what's happening. All right. So going back to Proverbs 25:16, I'm gonna read it again. It says, "Hast thou found honey? Eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomited." All right, meaning the things that you did receive, when you was initially taught, even that start to go away. Because now, them demons then came in. And once that happens, man, once you be taken by the wayside and those seducing spirits, basically subvert you, then that means that the Lord pretty much took you out of the way. Because remember, the Lord said the deceived and the deceivers are his. Okay? You don't want to fall into that condemnation, man. Now, let me jump down to verse 27. It says, "It is not good to eat much honey, so for men to search out their own glory is not glory." Trying to go too deep, man. What exactly do you think that you're going to accomplish with, trying to teach this doctrine? What exactly, man? So let me go from there. And that's why I'm not going to really even bother, man, if certain brothers want to deal with the breakdown. Because the brother, he asked on the comment board, what about 2nd Ezra 13, which, the 2nd Ezra's the 13th chapter is self-explanatory. It really breaks down itself. Okay, when it talks about those that were left behind, those that were left behind are the men that's on the earth today. Okay? And then it even said up above that it said, "Woe unto them that are left behind," but even more woe to those who are basically taken out of the earth, who are already dead. All right? So that's all you really need to understand on the 2nd Ezra 13 breakdown. That ain't talking about, well, you're going to have the remnant that's going to be left on the earth, but then you're going to have the 144,000. They're already going to be in a ship. And then you try to incorporate that with Jude, about how Enoch prophesied of the tens of thousands of saints coming from heaven. Yo, man, you trying to go overboard with it, man. And this is why I'm not gonna really deal with it anymore, because we already put out multiple videos on this topic already, and you still grasping for it. So obviously you're gonna believe what you're gonna believe, man. All right. And hey, Sirach 39:24 say, as his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. So obviously this is becoming your stumbling block. And that pretty much, because his word is a discerner of the intents of the heart. You might try to be gaining this understanding so that you can seek out glory for yourself. Why are you really trying to Why are you really trying to go into that? Why are you so intrigued by this one doctrine when there's a major prophecy going on? When we saying that Shaitan is coming down having great wrath because they have but a short time. All these psychological operations are going on. All right, a engineered, staged election. A totally rigged election where people about to be on the brink of a civil war, and Jake is worrying about this left behind doctrine. Well, if you can't get it, man, this is what the scriptures say, man. And if you sincere, brother, this ain't no big attack on you, but I gotta keep it blunt with you, man. I gotta speak the truth with a neighbor, man. Let me go to Titus. So, let me go to the book of Titus. It's a lot. It's 16:11. You be having trouble turning the pages, man. Yeah, here we go. This is Titus 3. Yeah, this is Titus 3 and verse 10. It says, "A man that is a heretic after the first and second admonition." And there wasn't just one or two videos that was done in response to this topic. There were multiple videos, and you watch these videos and you still just can't get it. You still can't understand. You still searching for more and more. So you really want to go down that rabbit hole. Well, hey, it says, "Knowing that he that is such is subverted and sinneth, being condemned of himself." That individual that's subverted, meaning you've been twisted out and changed for the worse. Meaning them doctrines then took a hold on you, man. Now you intrigued by it. Now it's seared into you. So no matter what we go into, no matter how many videos we put up, breaking this thing down to you, you already got it set in your mind what you're gonna believe. So if that's the doctrine you want to go with, hey, that dude that you're learning from, I forget his page, go and follow him. All right, if he got it, you think he got 100% truth, go and follow that guy. All right, and we'll see. We'll see at the end. Where it all ends. Okay. But the admonition already went out multiple times, man. And we're not gonna. For those of you that that are doing that, you coming on the comment board and you have a question, and then not only one but multiple brothers do videos giving edification on it, and it's still not enough. You still trying to search and seek for something. Hey, we're gonna leave you alone, man. We're gonna leave you to your own devices, man. All right, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he will allow you to go down that rabbit hole. Feel free. But when it gets super dark and you don't see any more light, don't marvel, man. Okay. So anyway, that's pretty much it, man. I just want to do a lesson on that, and this is just in general, man. This applies to whoever it needs to apply to, man. All right, but I felt like it needed to be addressed, and Lord willing, you brothers were edified, and with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Until the next lesson, I say shalom.